FURIA take full advantage, but Heroic take the B side.
Yeah, Art in at the back. Good stand onto the first. He takes it one step further. What an opener. FURIA take the pistol. Up his sleeve here. Oh, that is a lovely opener. And Stown has looked good to open up this game. Oh, that's a gnarly combo of util. And suddenly the red carpet's been rolled out for you over towards B. Stained in the blood of FURIA. Heroic moving in, a swift exec onto Art.
Yeah, Stown doing what he does best, right? We want to talk top-rated players, so this guy's right up there in the top 5 of this tournament, above every FURIA player as well. He's had a fantastic return to form after also some shaky months.
And it's wild that right now FURIA are even like moving around, right? They're just going to hold this position, trying to save the guns, but Stown wants the ace. 4 in the round, doing everything for Heroic in this first rifle. A one-man army knocking on the door of FURIA, and Shush is there to knock out the last man.
I don't know if he
moves. It's now, right? It's at the beginning when you have a little less pressure, when you've got a bit more time to right your wrongs. And there's still the chance for FURIA. Here, Serato up on the boost, looks to make it so. Tessez is blind as he attempts the trade. And Serato, it's written in the stars this round. The boost finds the double, the smoke spam sends them packing. That's going to do wonders for him individually, right? That feels great, you know, doesn't want to get caught. So he'll just go through the motions and fall back early. Holding on to mid, he's flashed off the angle. Heroic and moving swiftly here, looking to really exert this fast A play. But will they get past this double apartments hold? It doesn't look like it's safe. Even wins his fight out over on the long side. It's just the captain left, and he might have to go down with his ship here. Backstab.
But you've got to do some early work if you want to get through FURIA. They run it back. Heroic fast as ever, up shorts.
Yuri makes it into the pit though, and this extra meter going to give him a tiny bit more safety. Overwhelmed by the Mac 10 of Yabi, who's finally on the board.
This is why they did it. This is what they wanted, right? You catch FURIA setting up early triple B. You catch them double long with an AWP setup, a bait and switch. Look what you find. A free entry from a Yuri that's caught out of position, and then a bomb site to FURIA.
He's holding on to top middle, but unfortunate timing, and now he's locked out of the round. Trapped down here, while he represents a free kill, they might just look to home in on the site. Serato goes back and deals with Cadian, and so now they can fixate on the 4 men that lay ahead of them. Molly down into the pit. This is going to be a last-second retake. Shush going 1-for-1 is big. Does all he can, and FURIA decide to write this one off.
Everyone's going to die. That's a fact right now. Heroic surely can't survive this bomb blast at this range, and they hit heads on the way out. Maybe, just maybe for Yabi, but Stown will die. And FURIA, they gave it a go. You got to give them
on this side of the map. Someone's got to go huge. Drop gets away with the first, but he's getting overrun, and he will get overwhelmed.
They've got players here
for Heroic, but a separate fight goes down. Serato finally plays his hand in the apartments. Yabi now dealt with. That levels the playing field. That might spur FURIA on to give this one a look in. Doesn't need to see his prey. And he even nails the follow-up attempt for Cadian. Where do you even begin?
Nowhere.
They're facing him every step of the way. And it's only a matter of time now for Cadian. He's a dead man. FURIA breathe easy after that round. They repel one of these B plays.
And no nades mean gunfights are FURIA's only way. This flash should do very little with FURIA's positions.
Yeah, no effect from the flashes. They're set up to deal with the app split. Lovely. Safe nails the first. He's trying to bait them into Serato, trying to set up Serato to be the big guy, to be the big man that FURIA so desperately need. He will go unchecked. Shush has given away the bomb. Cadian trades it on the wall bang, but Serato has bought enough time for his teammates to rotate in.
TikTok.
His shot from the captain's AWP, and now he's getting pressured. His smoke might cause more problems than it solves. They go hunting for the kills, but Cadian is fast running out of time. One bullet in the AWP, and now he's a dead man. Looking for the plot.
Yeah, I love it.
Anything to try and make this round feel worth it. Gets the bomb down, but what does he do? What does he do here? Freaking out, finds the M4, looking for a way to build back in, but it's not going to happen. It felt competitive. They might have been on the ropes. Yabi's in a very bad way, trapped up close. Art on the other side. This guy loves pressuring you, and this round is no exception. Running through the smoke, and that seals the death warrant for Yabi. Serato has a kill in mid. Isn't pretty, but he does a lot of damage. You've seen Cadian throw in the flashes as well. You know the apps pop is following on the back of this. Yuri up close. They try to make it past him. They go 1 for 1. Right now, there is a 4v2 for FURIA in this A site, and they're going to go looking for it. Shush from down in the pit. As mentioned, this guy's been putting a very brave face forward in this tournament. Cadian with the backstab. He's played into this slowly, but they've turned.
No.
They read this. Doesn't make it any easier. And so Heroic are clawing their way back in at the 11th hour around. That they looked out of, they looked done in, and now they look to win it. csgo is the last man to beat. He goes for the bomb.
Why not?
He's sticking it. Shush has got one
No way!
Stop there! He can't! The arena erupts as FURIA steal a round away. Daylight robbery from csgo.
And one of the best riflers in the game, he doesn't even want to fight. To rotate, entrusts himself with the entirety of the site. And Heroic are out middle, but not for long. A little spam goes a long way.
Gonna require a mammoth performance from someone in this round. Cadian's the man with the AK, so naturally you kind of look his way. csgo has been the thorn in their side every step of the way, and this round...
Oh, no.
Dear, Cadian misses one of the 2 flashes they had. That first one that goes in is just to scale you up out the mouth of Banana. The rest now going to come down to the individuals. Tesses with the first, but Art cuts him down. He does not want to give up this B site for free. Only good for the first, so his teammates have got to nail this in the retake. Art and Drop watch on, helpless from beyond the grave. Not trying to crumble under the pressure here. They want to stick the landing to close out this first half. They're looking for 4 in a row to really make this a CT side they can be proud of. And with Cadian burnt out, Yuri and csgo, the nade rains in on Iyabi. They don't know he's here.
Presume bomb still waiting back for a late B. Cadian getting curious. It's a mid-round move, but they're about to poke their head out from under. Cadian needs to hit this shot. He's in trouble between 2 crosses. He gets one and gets out. Stown provides cover as well. This is not a pistol team right now, Heroic. They're playing up against some of the best pistol players in the tournament, the top 2 that still remain in the playoffs in Art and Yuri. But Heroic right now sitting on solid ground in a 5v3. It's up to the nades. It's up to csgo.
They're going to re-aggro, but he's got the shadow. That gives him such an edge. And I mean, with the game he's having, I don't even think he needed the shadow to lend him a helping hand there. Cadian feeds the beast over in middle. Out through the apartment. Shush. Here's a man. Drop on in, but combat up close and personal as Drop tips the scales into this 3-on-3. They deal with him down in the pit, but now they've got Safe and csgo still left to find. Tag is nice. Softens up the point man, and now they knock him out altogether. It's Stown with a lights-out pistol round for Heroic. He was the one. Right
now, 4 players situated together. Coming back to longside as well. FURIA about to walk into an absolute meat grinder. Flash play push, and Tesses gets 2. Drop with a crucial trade, but it might not matter here for FURIA. They're getting cut apart. Another for Cadian, and the bomb at his feet. This should be insurmountable for Drop.
Yeah, where do you even begin here? You don't really know what's happening. He's going to go back and find this kill on a Shush in the apartments. Now taking, look like a long way round. He's going to start to reconsider this. You find yourself believing a lot more in the 1B position out of Shush. Could be big to get him down in the pit, because now they have a workable crossfire to deal with the apps drop. And this has been assembled right as FURIA set their eyes on the take. Great timing on this reposition, and look what it's done for Heroic. They're that much more deadly, but the replies start to come through. Yuri and csgo as the point men claw this back into a 3-on-3. Shush is still somewhat of an unknown factor down here. Stown was the man drawing the attention in, and Shush is now the one executing FURIA. With Yuri dead, bad timing for Cadian. You're not worried yet. They don't have the bomb. It's away from them. And so even though Safe is trying here, having a scale back into the apartments,
they're going to pop through the smoke. They got nothing to lose. But I don't know how much there is to gain. Yabi unchecked right now. They run right by him. There's a quick peek, and Yabi misses his chance. He could have ended this one. Bomb gets retrieved. Cadian cut down, and Heroic on the clock now. They've not got money, but this retake tempts them in. It beckons them to the rocks. A 2-on-3, and they must make up their mind now.
You know what you were up against in this round. You know this was supposed to be your round, so a part of you is really tempted in as a result. So much hinging on this first fight, and they don't win it. That seals the deal. FURIA, we were just saying, these crunch rounds, these rounds where they're putting money in, that they were winning in the first half, have failed to materialize so far, but it happens now at this break point in the game where Heroic were about to take them
from the pit as well. Yuri's up in apartments, and the Fangs are ready.
Oh, missed shot on that AWP's first contact, and with each shot you miss, FURIA get closer from down in the pits. Down offers up resistance, but Cadian is still left alone, overwhelmed as the captains clash.
I don't know, Harry.
But the bomb was away from them.
No.
And they are robbed. A second difference on that round, and FURIA would have had a plant and a way in the two.
Yuri up in, Abs turns back, but it's too late. Tessus takes it, and the longer he lives in this little microcosm of the apartments, the more problems FURIA have. They can bypass it, they can rush B, but they want to deal with this head-on. A 1v1 between Tessus and Drop, and he must nail that. Drop does his job. And now it's only Shush.
And this is a good read from FURIA. When someone's pushed that deep, there might be concessions made in the A-hold as a result. They picked the right site here. They've just got to get past Shush, who right now waits in this smoke in the pit. He's got no room to move, no room to breathe, but he still offers up relief for Heroic. Short-lived as Keserato brings us back into a 3v3. Heroic grouping for this retake.
Yeah, even these rounds are difficult. Even these rounds, some teams write off, right? 3-on-3 looks good on the numbers, but man, FURIA, they've got power positions in the site. They've got safe on the AWP and a post plant as well. Heroic have to work hard.
Keserato's down in the pit, and I mean, this is the spot you want this guy in. He lights them all.
Dear.
Keserato take a bow at nearly 30 kills deep. This guy is doing all he can for FURIA.
How's he got that far this short? We are not even near the end of the game, Harry, and Keserato is, as you say...
His play was ending up, and Drop, with some serious real estate up on shore, will get given a fight here that Yabi was not ready for. It's a nice way to have found the opener. Low risk, high reward. He knows he's further forward than Heroic are expecting. And that's going to give them the edge as they look to move in. They've still got to get past this crossfire. Down and Shush maul the approach. And so FURIA locked out now. It's just safe Sorp left to turn the tides, and time is against him. Everything's against him here. And there's nothing calling his name into this clutch.
As just as how Keserato and Yuri playing A-side boxes together was...
Has ththese flashbangs, as you mentioned, to try and set up his teammate in at the back of the site. But all it does is slow the roll of FURIA. Last bit of util comes out now, and Tessus can't get a kill from it. So now he's boxed in, having to play behind the smoke. FURIA have him trapped, but Tessus still delivers. Drop the trade. Cadian wants to try and full send through this on the fade. Oh, not the angle to stop the plant and save Dean, and Arn takes the leg. Captain dead and out of the round now. FURIA battling back in from the 2v4. The backstab lands, and so Drop has got to fly solo here. One man. And the weight of thousands of eyes on his shoulders. Is this pressure too much to bear? Util starts to rein in, but it doesn't heat up for Drop. He keeps it cool, keeps it collected. It's picking and choosing when he takes these fights. With that first swing, he takes them off the bomb, and he knows at this point he's done it! Playing with the hearts and minds of Heroic.
He's about to get that spot. Good flash from his teammates, but it's not enough. And the pressure's on Stown as they try and split this site.
Stown is the guy for Heroic.
This is
sat
so
up
late.
top of the board.
Unreal.
They've not checked for him here, but they learn about him now. And even though Keserato is fed to the solo B-hold, Safe delivers with the trade. In this moment, FURIA know it. If they can walk this over the line, this 3-on-3, this game could be theirs. And that's why losing Safe through the smoke is going to hurt so much. Boost up for Yabi. Quick to arrive, quick up on the boost. Drop on an island. This one's getting tense. Shush now arrives from Banana. Guns get swapped around, but Art, the captain, looks to try and do it for FURIA! What a way to find 15 and break the money off Heroic. The Danes are in the dirt, and it's Captain Art that does it to them in the 1v3.
Known for his openers, but it's the closer that counts. 15 rounds. That's pissed off Heroic. They're coming for blood.
Oh, but that's the anger. It's misguiding them. It forces them into K-Serato's crosshair, and if you try fight this man in the early stages of the round, the numbers will tell you it does not fare well.
Oh dear.
FURIA are going for the throat, 3 kills away from winning out Heroic's map pick and leaving them one step closer to that revenge arc here in the Janus Arena versus the team that robbed them of a grand finals appearance in Rio. K-Serato looks to make it happen. One man between FURIA and the B site, and he's right here.
Nowhere to go and nowhere to hide. It wasn't enough for Stown, it certainly shouldn't be for Tesses. This is a trade guaranteed, and that's if you get past K-Serato. There's the man you want for that entry kill, and FURIA can feel it now, washing over. Heroic's pick in their hand. They just have to close their grasp. Clutch at it. Shush steps over the head. He's dead. And Cadian, a job too big. FURIA, they crumbled in Antwerp. So close, but so far in Rio. But here, on the second time on this stage, they want every drop of glory, and they will find it. 15-16, there it is. Map 1 taken.
Phenomenal show of force from FURIA, the determination of guys like K-Serato, the closing potential of art getting realized. They know the job is not done yet, but out of all the ways this could have started. Heroic on the back foot here. They're going to try and give a bit of time to Stown on this wrap round. Yabi's only just cleared out top mid, so this is going to be a delayed retake here from Heroic. Someone might need to fill the boots, and Shush is the man to open up. Gets that ball rolling. The partner's now siding with Heroic. The trades go either which way. They're getting softened up, but they are winning the fights. That's where it matters. FURIA just playing around the defuse, but it's being held, it's being stuck, and even for K-Serato here, not a way into this round. It's Shush. Lights out. Trying his best to walk this line for the backstab. It's down with a turnaround. Gets the better of Yuri. The rest of FURIA are up in A, but Heroic are holding on to the extremities. Safe trades, but it's not clean yet. Not clean cut. Safe makes it so. 4v3. The wrap is coming in up through ramp. Tesses has this round in the palm of his hand, and he'll land that kill onto drop, leaving FURIA 2v3. Playing around the bomb again is their best chance here. K-Serato wasn't able to really attempt the clutch in the pistol, but he's got a much better platform in this one. Down from the connector, he opens up, and Safe is just playing for time. Shush runs at him, and will stick this defuse, stealing away this round, denying that clutch attempt. All that courses through your mind. There was this idea that FURIA just wanted to try put that game to rest and maybe overplayed their hand to open it up. You don't want that to happen again, but you don't have much of a say in how these early rounds have panned out. K-Serato offering that faint glimmer of hope in a round that should never come through for FURIA. And with Stown nailing shots like that, it's not hard to see what. The shot from that orb does let them get closer, but with Yabi holding on to the apartments, not giving them a ways in there, and mid getting cleaned up. This is looking real nice for Heroic here. Stown even floating around, waiting for this next man in. K-Serato, always a menace if you give him a 1v1 like that. And Yabi decides he doesn't want to take this short fight. He doesn't want to give them this chance at thinning the herd. He goes in groups with his teammate.
No way he's wrapping. This is going to take so long, and I don't think there's even enough time for this. Safe is basically in a 1v3 right now, and they've got a kit. Shush with a tap. He looks for the kill, and it comes to him, but he dies immediately. That might be it. I think they've done enough. It's going to be so close. K-Serato running in, trying to save the day, but he can't do it. That's a brutal round to lose. That's a horrible round to lose for FURIA. Yabi not ready for them up mid. He's looking at the B apartments because they're putting flashes through. That creates a distraction. I'll get in very quickly, as we know he does. Shush trying to put up a defense. Those smokes give a wall for Heroic to take space, but FURIA are deep as well. K-Serato gets his vengeance. A 4-on-3, a weird round so far with players caught looking the wrong way. But now eyes on the prize, eyes forward with Cat covered from Yuri's position. T-spawn. That was meant to be a window, so they've already wasted some good utility. They're going to pop out ramp here. Stand with a missed shot. Second orb, we talked about the multitudes of these snipers on a map like Mirage, and Heroic bring them in early to a great degree, finding safe for the pick. Stound does a double in, and he finds 3 in the round to lock FURIA out of this site. Great shots for csgo, but a 1v5 is too much to ask.
Yeah, surely, right? One man against it all, the one-man army of FURIA. And even though he's found the first, hang on, that nade. Looking over towards under. I mean, Tessus has already done them in multiple times from this position. It can't afford to go unchecked again. It cannot afford to be overlooked by FURIA, especially not as they are grinding away back into this round.
Oh, no.
It might have started slow. They can finish strong if they clear Tessus. He misses the opportunity with the Deagle. He's given them the warning shots, and they're going to capitalize on it. Cadian, the captain, capable in the clutch, delivers the first. csgo going around the world and back again. Gonna try put some distance between himself and this orb, but this leaves the site with no one in it. Cadian doesn't know it, but right now he could have even stuck that bomb. Tap does not bait a peek, and so second by second, Cadian knows he can't do this. Surely, one man left standing, safes him behind him. Cadian reads and leads by example. He rises to his feet. He knows what he's just done. The big bad villain in Brazil finds another round for Heroic and destroys the hopes and dreams of FURIA.
He's got more double face. Oh!
Okay.
Rips them both off.
Okay, bit of fire out of drop, bit of fire in the belly for FURIA. They needed someone to bring the mental back, to bring the game back. And the stars align for drop there. You know you don't get openers like that often.
Blimey. Concessions must be made to scout an MP9 or 2. But a B stack. Heroic with a good opener. Oh, it's going to get spammed through. Cadian sees that coming. He's going to drop his smoke. They're starting to run through. FURIA with nothing to wait for. csgo gets into the site, but at what cost? The smoke's only now landing too little and too late. Heroic holding strong again, and we need another clutch up. It's not going to happen. 1v4 here for Yuri for the ace. They jump, they feed the beast, and they might live to regret it.
1 HP for Yuri. 1 sliver of health, and Shush is looking to deny this round.
And they have improved every step of the way.
Having a round here. 2 from him, the nade in support. He's got backup every step of the way. Taking a bit of a swing, he will end up falling to safe, but a backstab for Stound. Rotates arriving. Safe's right here. He's heard this. Cognizant that the flank is coming. They're going to give some time to Art. Is he really going to try and flank this? That would be such an Art play to try and disrupt this big push from Stound by flanking it himself, but he's going slow, he's going low. And this is going to waste precious time for FURIA, but this is a very Art play.
Oh, he checked it. He heard it, but it's not enough. Art still hits that headshot on Stound rotating out, and they know that Heroic were in the bomb site. They were firing off. It's a double flank. FURIA must contact, Art must trade, and then he must clutch.
So he's going to go get fed to the wolves, and Yabi's hungry for it. They line up for him. And that round.
And I don't know if it will be now. We look like we're seeing a different Heroic. Not scared by the crowd, not scared by the pressure, or their opponents continuing to make plays and take faces off. Yabi gets up top mid, Cadian won't miss a shot, and that's a massive talking point. This guy has had a shaky tournament. We've seen some poor maps for Cadian where he's whipping the easy ones. But right now,
offer something up. He was the top-rated player from the group stages here. Maybe there's hope yet. Art dead over on short. And so now it will fall solely to Yuri. Needs an ace clutch if he wants to put this one on the board for FURIA. And it feels so unlikely. They're holding for him out the window.
Another fast play, another desperate dive into this A site. The smokes come down. There's even missed ones for FURIA as well. This one's not going as well as they would have liked it. Stound's even dunk drop. Yuri has to run through the util, but Cadian right on a skewer, right on a plate. He will serve up justice.
He's nailing shot after shot. Cadian is in his element. big stage games. He's coming along.
Heroic with a big fake. This is crazy. They're going for the split through jungle into CT. FURIA don't budge. They don't move a muscle on this B-hold. Yuri still remains in the site for now. Art's about to get that info. The bomb pops out. He holds his shot. He buys his time, and then he strikes. FURIA, they feast in this round, but it is one step in a totem. Stound's still here, though. They hide out in the smoke. This is very dangerous. FURIA taking solo fights, giving away in here potentially. Stound hunts down this flank. Yabi needs to live for this to be worthwhile, and the bomb gets dropped. Coming back by Yuri. Yabi can still take it. He relies on Stound in this round to get this entry. Arm seen, but shot not destined. Stound needs his. Yabi gets given it. Right now, Heroic are pulling it back. Not a 2-on-4. Not like this. FURIA, we said the celebrations can't come yet. And in fact, it might be commiserations that Heroic deliver. 2-on-4. Now down to csgo. The clutcher can't do business as usual. Bad boys.
csgo involved in the opening fight. Struggling at nailing the late round, but here he opens up for FURIA, trying to give them something to hold on to. This is another one of these rounds where FURIA hold all the cards. They cannot afford to let this one get out of hand. That would be one too many, and was just getting delivered that. One crazy lineup from the Galil suddenly calls it all into question. FURIA are trembling, they're shaking in their boots. They can't afford to let it get out of control. It's on Cadian in a 1v3, but you'd be foolish to write him off. 30 seconds. He waits to see what the reaction is from FURIA, and they are giving him a fight. He jiggles, he sees this, but whittled down and knocked out of the round. FURIA, the heat, they bought the investment. They're trying to keep that pressure on. Yabi and csgo destined to meet over here on this B site. Drop with the spray, and Yabi's going to open.
Don't lose this.
Also only good for one, and csgo has been overwhelmed. This was pistols. This was nothing for Heroic, and they're the ones sitting in pole position. FURIA don't even want to attempt it.
And he goes quiet at the worst moment. 14 now. This was supposed to be eco-fence. Drop, no gun for this job. He's got to let it happen. He's got to let them dive in, and they do. Yuri with 2. There's still this scout at the back of the site, but Heroic attempt another 2v4.
FURIA are just barely keeping their heads above water here. Trading round for round. It's a step in the right direction again, but every step they've taken has been followed by an immediate stop. FURIA getting to double digits and feeling like this comeback is possible. They chain together these kills on the ramp fight. Even through the smoke, taps out Cadian. A feel-good moment for the captain of FURIA.
They are playing very aggressive, right? Sure, it's you know, still against pistols, but even in that previous gun round they won, they're pushing through Molotovs. They are bringing the heat to Heroic. Easier said than done. Whether that will be the punish, we'll have to see, but they've been doing their place D, which still gives him away in, but he's at the back throwing nades. There'll be guns around for him. He can get the AWP later. Again ahead of the util, but this time the punish comes through. Entry onto Art, and it all comes unraveling.
FURIA are faced with an awkward fight here, an awkward retake. They bring Stound out of the round with the nades, and so that tipping of the scales back into the 4v4 surely spurs them on.
It's just so much space.
Heroic have a man lost over in mid. Tessa's going to play into the round late, so he's here to try and clutch if it comes down to it, and it's a big if. His teammates still hold the line, still hold position. Yabi's even up and left to join him, and right now FURIA are being so methodical on this retake. They're taking all this time that it's given room to these players in middle to get set up. This could be robbed by Tessez and Co.
No,
if you're not careful. Molly on the bomb could do it.
Did he do it?
No, it's fallen short, but Yabi all the way around the world with the goal of robbing FURIA. Not once, but twice.
Heroic are about to come flooding out to try and finish the job.
csgo's here in good time. Going to be around to help out Drop, who's burning in the molly right now. Goes 1-for-1. He's lived up to his side of the deal. csgo playing over the lip of this smoke is brought down low. Carey, he's feeling the pressure. He knows so much of this is hinging on csgo just staying alive. He's living up to that part of the bargain. His teammates now taking position, and Serato goes one step further. 20 seconds as the util comes out from Heroic. This is a very late exec into the round. They're trying to leave it to the dying moment, and they find the openers to get them in. Safe back at the spawn, but it's all unraveling. He's knocked out by the nade, and Heroic have done it. They leave it to the dying lights of the... Looking to get this bomb planted. Cadian throwing up on an impromptu boost, is not able to stop it, and so it's a 5v5 retake to open up this third map.
The pistols have held so much weight in this match so far, and Heroic have started to pick up the last couple, so can they keep it cool, keep it going? Serato cornered, dead to Tesses. There's another man on the ramp. They've got to get through the first line of a fence as FURIA have pushed as far as they physically can. Trapped at the short side, Art gets overwhelmed and the bodies are falling for FURIA. Only Drop puts up a kill. He needs more. It's now just Yuri. They can get on this bomb. They do have a kit. Yabi's on the stick, but Yuri pokes his head out. And
this isn't the commit to be. They've got a second man lending his rifle towards this defense over at A. Shush mollied out in the back of Donut. An important fight for Serato to win.
Got to run him down.
Yabi's right here, but he's not going to stop that bomb plant. Instead, looking for a trade, looking for the equalizer. Nothing gained, nothing offered. FURIA just tucked in, and now they go swinging.
That's brutal.
And with that execution of Yabi, it's the round to follow. Drops even in position to knock out some of these saving players. And so Heroic, who have been on the edge at every turn to open up this game, and now finally put onto Eco.
Stout may not survive the night. FURIA, nothing to lose on this hunt. They're going to go for it, and the bomb gets him from across the map. I was wondering.
These pistols going huge. Not a bad way to start out of Yabi. Shush trying to silence the arena, but it's Yabi with his deagle. His trusty sidearm that looks to make it so. Bomb away from FURIA now, and a round that was meant to be a walk in the park ends up turning sour, ends up turning against them. And Yuri will be hounded down. He will be hunted here. You will see him fighting to the death in this 1v4. They know they've got him pinned in. They can play off of each other here, and it doesn't even require a second man. Heroic with the pistols put a stop to FURIA's roll. FURIA launch in all these nades. They know the plan is now known by Heroic, so they try to pick up the pace. It's the only thing in their favor. Drop and Yuri with the openers. Just Cadian left to get past, and they will. Yabi moves in. Silent on the approach. Shush takes up this long side. They're going to try and pincer this in a 2v3 retake. FURIA have got to believe that Heroic is still going for it. No one moving a muscle. No one wants to be that first man to fall, that first man to fail, and it's success for Safe. Swinging out.
Safes look solid, man. Every post spawn, just finding those perfect timings, hiding out on default on both. That was a fast FURIA as well. That was them still very much rushing out middle every single round, not cooling off, not mid-rounding. They would lose rounds in the opening 20 seconds. It's not the FURIA we've seen in this map so far. They do lose that kill, though. Beating the Molotov. They're forced forward. Yabi traded for one. Keeps Heroic in this in a 4-on-3, and they're still making moves. Still coming in on flanks and dropping bombs while they do. Drop's got to go for something here, but he has been spotted. Moving up behind the smoke. Tesses looks away, and Drop catches that perfect timing as Serato feasts us again. 2-on-2 now. FURIA flipped the script. They are split in two. This one's tense.
Right now, FURIA could alleviate all worries if they follow through with this A-play. Drops just trying to join up with Serato in top mid, and he gets the spot, gets the info that someone's taking middle away. They're going back in a B where Down rests, but gone, unable to offer up that kill to hold back the coming tide of FURIA. Drop, the youngster, the young gun, makes it happen, and now it's Shush, who's got to live up to his name and silence the whole arena in this clutch. Wrap from the long side.
Those hills have eyes, Harry. They know exactly where he's gotten to. Still given the option to save. FURIA don't quite get there in time, but they do field 6 T rounds, already beating that of their last attempt on this stage. Minimal resistance for Heroic. Tesses needs a multi-kill. and he is out in the open. Stown can come through. Stown can be a little weird here, try and trade him out. Pop through the smoke, but they're being patient right now, and patience pays dividends. csgo killed escaping. They know Art's in the corner, but he survives the fight, and FURIA one by one are being fed these opening kills. Shush, they line up, it's not enough, and Yabi is a dead man walking. Art wants to teach him a lesson and put on a masterpiece on this wall. It's his own blood, and will FURIA regret it?
If that ends up being anything here, that could derail all this momentum for FURIA. If they recover it, it's one that you can laugh about, but Yabi trying to get tricky with it. Can't quite locate the bomb, taps on it, but Yuri's got his number. And so that round is one that FURIA get to make the opening move they were looking for at A, and Heroic were the ones to lay out that opener. Drop over at ramp, trying to contain, gets caught pulling the nade, and so the trade is found immediately. Heroic won't let up here. This is their chance to reapply that pressure. FURIA attempt to grind back in, but into the crossfires of this A site. They don't like what they see. csgo provides the kill for the plant, for the opener, but he will be a dead man, and so this is Yuri, another clutch, and it's asking too much of him. Yeah, they're going to start shuffling the forces around to deal with this already. Tesses lets them in up ramp, but now you know FURIA are in B, and everyone starts scrambling as a result. Double through cave and drops caught on an awkward timing. Yabi opens up, mollies off the cave split. And not his intention, not what they wanted. One misstep, just going to waste a couple of seconds here, but that can really matter down the line. Yuri's been allowed to get set up as a result. This Mac 10 shines in with two! And that one miss Molotov might be too hot to handle unless Stown can do it in the clutch, and he can't! Revenge!
Score line in a 4v2 to lose a round to your own utility that allows Yuri to get into position like that. That is a tilter. I don't care who you are. You could be a goddamn sports psychologist. That one's going to piss you off. And FURIA, it lights a fire underneath them. They swarm middle. Shot through the smoke for Tesses. Another double setup does steal revenge. And so FURIA jumped the gun once again, but I can't really blame them. Not after rounds like these. Stown tries to finish the job, but they break their way back in.
2v4 in the last round, 2v5 in this round, and they've already come close to leveling the playing field here. Bomb's not really being held either, so FURIA have got path to grab this package. It's a tactical move from Heroic to not scramble and play entirely around the bomb. Instead, they're playing for the extremities, and Tesses with that backstab now leaves it all unsafe.
No noise. Shush. Oh, the timing. He turns, and Safe takes that shot, but it's only a tag. Shush is now given a chance to call for support. The Glock is out again for Safe. This might allow a plant, but he looks for more kills. Hunting down Heroic, the spam.
Doesn't happen, it's a done deal. Over in mid, Yabi's on a timer, run out by the Mac 10s. FURIA are coming at them fast here. A pacey round thrown back in the faces of the Danes. It's getting stifled, it's getting slowed. Shush up on the boost, replicates rounds gone by with a spray down, and for Safe, he's living on borrowed time. The backstab lands, and Heroic start to build back into this half late.
Man. Surely traded, but they're looking for a ramp hit. Tesses gets a smoke down just in time. The Molotov as well allows them to fight, but Tesses is happy to do so. He's got the better gun. He'll dish out death. 2 dead. They're in the sight. Stown chases as well, and Heroic is the last to join the fray, and Heroic have ample time to get set up. You'll notice a Molotov as well, buying more and more seconds with re-smokes, re-mollies. FURIA are locked out right now, and time is not in abundance.
Yeah, can't get away from you quickly, but Art is a man who's willing to play with some pace to counter the clock. He ends up feeding the beast, and now the kills start to flip back the other way. Heroic, they've got to get past Yuri, who won the first pistol with a stellar clutch. He's looking to repeat it.
No time.
Looking to make magic happen, but the time gets away from FURIA. There's no winning this for Yuri anymore. Heroic have taken that first step to turn the tides of this game.
Only Yuri here, and again no kit for FURIA leaves them in the firing line.
Yeah, they've got to hold the line. I caught looking the wrong way. Yuri is not ready for the cave split. It's like Blooms weirdly Actually locks out this cave component, but FURIA are lacking the manpower here. They've spotted Drop trapped in the corner. Mollies won't find him, but the nades will. And even though Safe has reclaimed the kill in amidst all the madness, gonna take more than that. How's it for a double? Is that enough to entice FURIA in? Anytime Safe offers something up, the response is immediate. And so Heroic, they'll grind their way through to get this equalizer. Now it's a level playing field. The best chance that FURIA have had to repel one of these B plays, so they've got to do it now, or else it might never materialize. Heroic up through the ramp, Drop, first point of contact, only good for that first kill. Tested, bam, down low, is finished off by Art, but they lose Yuri in cave. Every kill, the trade is immediate. Heroic keeping the pressure applied as FURIA start to scramble, rotates around. Yabi swinging out at long, might be low on health, but he still takes that kill that tips the scales. And now FURIA is saving. They write this off. They couldn't repel the B play in spite of having all their pieces in the right place.
And the ball of death continues to roll downhill, crushing FURIA in its path. Say fighting for survival, hit some crucial shots, but it's still Heroic with an 11-round T-side right now, yet to drop a single round in the second half.
Sees Heroic up.
Look at this ace split. They've got the deep CT smoke. Safe has to go through if he wants to fight for it, because csgo was alone on an island.
Oh my god, they come barreling through. Relentless aggression into the red room, and now Stown is trapped. Stown is stuck here. csgo sees a barrel, and Cadian, last man standing. 1v4. It should be impossible, but that's never stopped him before. Line up.
Broke up the ante. Orbit to cave immediately. You don't even expect this gun here, let alone on this timing. FURIA have mid, but flank will be held. Oh, Cadian misses that. His teammate walks in front of his shot, and so he never sees Yuri enter. He will make him exit from the round. Yabi's up B. Drop doesn't know, and he might find out the hard way. Great shots from Drop, and it's the bomb that comes tumbling down. How has he held on?
And he's not done yet. Really wanting to have his say. Oh, he is done. Cadian with the nade. Combined with the dink, you don't want this round to spiral, not off the Drops Heroics. Him and Yuri have done their side of the deal in this B hold, right? Going 3 for 2 like this. It's a good trade for FURIA, and so now they've got to capitalize. These were the moments that were breaking them on that previous map of Mirage. They have to stick the landing now, with Cadian still very much in the picture. Tessez alongside him. Heroic are biting back. These are the back-breaking rounds. These are the ones that hurt the most.
Off the back of a 1-round win as well. There's no worse ways to go. Fantastic round from Cadian. The trade on his teammate, the nade onto the guy, putting up glorious hold on the B-bomb site. And he just keeps going, man. He just keeps hounding him down. Cadian is feeling it right now, making the T-side all work.
I sort of feel like in all the worst possible ways, you're getting these repeats of history. It's not a nice feeling. A rundown, a run through of the A site. Heroic blistering pace about them. And FURIA once again, a man down, and rounds gone by. They would be saving here, but this retake attempts to come through out of desperation. This isn't on belief. This isn't from the angle that they felt like they could do it. They felt like they had to.
And to even think who's lying in wait as well. Na'Vi, team that FURIA have beaten on the stage, but a team that Heroic have had a tenuous history against, a back and forth battle from event to event. Jump the gun though. They allow Yabi again to work room. From the cave pick back to mid. Safe is here, not for long, and now they can collapse upon this B-bomb site. Shush is pulled back, Jabi continues on his hunt, and he is wasting so much time, so much attention of FURIA. As the entries come in, Jabi sells him down the river, and Heroic fight 14.
csgo is left saving an MP9 for crying out loud. And Heroic are now poised to take this. Heroic just grouped, hitting the B site, pulling up with a full disrespect, moving in. They cut down Yuri, and already the round should just be written off. FURIA are locked out of B, as has so often been the case. They just can't repel this. They can't deal with this. And Heroic are really limit testing what is capable from this T side.
Yeah, it's what they did on CT as well, right? Think about those smoke pushes, those aggressive rounds, the lack of respect they gave FURIA in their hometown and will continue to achieve it. Even lifting a trophy in Copenhagen. And they've got their eyes on the big one here as well as in Rio. I can tell you that. 15 rounds, 5 kills away.
And so csgo, all hopes of an A-hold now rest solely on his shoulders.
Again, smoked out as well. He's getting pressured, pushed, and punched. Only 1.5. It's not enough at this point in the game. They try go back. Odds fed a couple, but they trade it out, and they can set their sights back on B. This is falling through the cracks for FURIA, and it's Yuri versus Heroic.
Cadian and his boys have cemented themselves as the kryptonite to FURIA now. The main antagonist of Brazilian CS. This one man left to get past. This one sole glimmer of hope that FURIA are desperately clinging to is all that stands between Heroic and these semi-finals in Rio de Janeiro. Stown and Yabi are up for the task. Yuri left in an unenviable position. Everyone, all eyes are on Yuri, trying to keep this afloat. He's moving up, moving in, but held by this man in the corner.
Oh.
Yabi doesn't activate in time. Stown left in the clutch, playing with the hearts, playing with the minds of everyone, but he can't take it. Yuri delivers. And he's just got that defuse to keep the dream alive for FURIA.
One final injection of energy. That might be all it is. This round could be it.
Timing on this boost, csgo just gets put in position at the right moment, drops down after one, has support from his AWPer, but not needed so far. csgo finally dealt with. Safe is the next point of contact, the next line of defense to try and save the day for FURIA. Goes 1-for-1, does what he can, but they're here and set up to trade. FURIA are falling down in so many of these moments, and this one, with everything on the line, with it all to play for, the comeback left hanging in the balance. This is the one where they've got to deliver on it.
Oh!
And through the smoke, Art strikes. Does not forgive nor forget. It's Cadian in this clutch. 1v3. And this was how he broke them back on Mirage. But this time, first shot sails past. Second meets his maker, but he's out of ammo now. Onto the Deagle. Cadian brings it close. But Art carries them over the line, and FURIA is still in this.
I was ready for the lineup. They were right there. Art was low.
Yuri given a fight, wins the first cleanly, but can't take it any further. Goes 1-for-1, better than in some of these B holds gone by. Art and Drop still hold the line. They've got to be cautious about Cave. csgo dead in rotation. That's that activation out of Tessez. This is either the great unraveling or FURIA digging deep. A man down in a 3v4. They've got to try pick up the pieces. Drop's making a play right now, pressuring down the ramp side, but Shush is ready for it. And that bomb might have now been invited back. Safering it out with the AWP. That might make your mind up for you. They're going to try and split this B side where Art has got to deliver.
No better man than the captain to stand tall in front of his team. He hits his shot, the flank is in, and a 1v1 for all the glory, and maybe for the semi-finals. Stown trying to get us there. He hops past the AWP, Safe runs him down, there is no kit, he's on the clock, and he will keep FURIA in this one. To the beat of the drum, to the screams of thousands. The first AWP to fire, Molly, flash, smoke, you name it, they've got it. They throw everything they have, and he leaves it to chance. Connection not. csgo coming through. FURIA trying to fight this at the front line, but they will pay that price, and they may not sleep good tonight.
Not the way you wanted it to start, but as mentioned, they've been on the back foot. They've been backs against the wall throughout this whole thing. They've got to believe now, or else it was never going to happen. Art on this rotate, moving out of position, and Tessez trying to make a play. Will end up bringing this back into a 4v4. Even odds now. FURIA spurred on as they move in. Yabi wrestling with the AK. Will end up feeding the players back in spawn. Art and Safe, the two to try and get the job done. looking for a way into this round, but no fights being offered. Ground being gained, but it's not meant to be. And Heroic close this out. They're going to the semi-finals. They don't let FURIA rise up and battle their demons. They become the big bad. They embody it in Rio de Janeiro. Once more, besting the FURIA squad. Their hearts, their minds all on the line and all left destroyed and in tatters as Heroic take this in nearly the fourth.